Celia and Helena live in Maputo. Both are HIV positive, pregnant, and hoping for a healthy child.
I got thinner every day, but it was a long time before I thought of taking a test. It came as a huge shock.
It was 3 years ago that Celia discovered she was HIV positive. She'd been infected by her boyfriend at the time. Now she's 29 years old and expecting her second child. We accompany Celia to her workplace, but she wants us to put the cameras away before we get there. Celia, why can't you tell your boss about your situation?
Things are different here. If he finds out about my status, he could send me away and say he doesn't need me to work here anymore. And if I were to look for work somewhere else, people might talk about it. That would be a problem for me.
Celia sells groceries and drinks at a market stall. She works 6 days a week, often more than 12 hours a day. And this is Helena. She lives closer to the city center in a densely populated neighborhood of Maputo. She was infected by her husband. He died of AIDS. Helena's oldest daughter, Lina. Her niece, Isabel.
It's how I grew up. I'm someone who didn't learn anything, only housework. When someone says to me, "Helena, do that," I run and do it. I'd like to be able to read. I'd like to be able to write. Because when someone tries to trick me, I don't notice it.
Since the death of her husband, Helena and her 2 daughters have been living here at her sister's house. She'll soon be 30 and would love to have a home of her own again. But the money she earns as a childminder is nowhere near enough.
Since the death of my husband, his family doesn't want to have anything to do with me. They don't visit me. They don't even ask how the children are. They say I killed my husband.
Can a woman who is HIV positive give birth to a healthy baby? Those working for the aid project DREAM say she certainly can. More than 1,000 women are currently under medical supervision here. The project was launched 7 years ago, and Sister Adalberta has been involved from the outset.
There are problems with the electricity supply to the laboratory. It means we can't carry out any blood tests today because the appliances and refrigeration units aren't working. But it's essential that we do the tests. So please come back either tomorrow, Thursday, Friday or Monday. We really need to assess your blood values. That's very important for the checkups. We mustn't forget that whenever we talk about HIV here in the Third World, in Africa, in Mozambique, then it's always been a patient in the final stages. A well-built woman, 170 centimeters tall, weighing 90 kilos, who was never ill in her life, and she's told that she's HIV positive. No one could believe it. It was a paradoxical situation. The first thing we had to do was offer some explanations and say, listen, this is possible.
Celia doesn't have to work today. It's her day off, and she's come for her regular checkup. She's been on medication for 3 years, and at the moment she's doing fine.
Are you nervous, Miss Celia?
No.
No? 110/80.
Temperature 37.3. So now let's weigh you. Put your feet close together. Miss Celia weighs 57 kilos and 200 grams.
Next door, Helena is meeting with Sister Adalberta. She's in her 5th month of pregnancy and only recently joined the program.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
So the last time you were pregnant was 2002?
No, 2005.
Oh, 2005. So they tested you on the day of the birth in the hospital and told you were positive? Oh, that's bad. And did they test your child later? Is it negative or positive?
It's negative.
It's negative. So they advised you not to breastfeed in this case and start the medication immediately?
Yes, exactly.
Did you really want to have another child?
No, I didn't. I have enough hardship. But God has given me another. I could never get rid of it. Now I have to do everything that's necessary.
Next time, Helena tells her boss about her pregnancy. How will she react?